Morning student. Now today we are going to start the new topic, that is the food chain, okay, of the chapter our environment. Now what is a food chain? The food chain is a flow of food energy from one organism to the next and to the next and so on. It is known as food chain. Okay, so you know that the anything that we eat to live is called a food. Okay, and this food contain energy. Okay, and the food or energy can be transferred from one organism to another. Okay, one organism to the other through the food chain. Okay, so that is the food chain. So actually food chain is the flow of food energy from one organism to the next and to the next and so on. Okay, so that is the food chain. Get it? And you know that the food chain usually start with the producers. Producer is a plants always. Okay, so now the starting point of a food chain is a category of organism, and these organism are called producers. What they are known as? They are known as producers. Okay, and producers are in fact plants. So we can say that all the food chain begins with a green plant or grass. Okay, and which is the original source of all food. Okay, get it? Now let's take an example of the food chain. Okay, let's see the example of the food chain. Okay, now see, suppose there is a field having a lot of green plants or producer of food. Okay, because the food producer are always green plants. Okay, so now there is a field and a lot of plants. Now plants can be eaten by rat. Okay, plants can be eaten by rat. Okay, and then in turn can be eaten by a cat, and finally the cat can be eaten by a dog. Okay, so we find that there is a sequence or a order in which one organism eats up the other organism. Okay, or consume the other organism to fill its belly. Okay, get it? So like this. Now this example, you can see this example, like first grass are the producer. This food chain tell us that the grass is the starting point of this food chain, and the grass it is eaten by the deer, and the deer is eaten by the lion, and in this food chain lion, okay, eaten by the lion. This food chain, the grass is the producer. Okay, then grass is the producer organism which uses sunlight energy to prepare the food like carbohydrate by the process of photosynthesis, and this grass is then consumed by a herbivore deer. Okay, deer is a herbivore and the deer is consumed by a carnivore. Okay, and carnivore is a lion. Okay, and now like this, the above food chain you can see can be represented more clearly with the help of diagram, and you can see the diagrams. Some more examples we will take. Okay, and this food chain you have seen. Now let's see this food chain. Okay,